Whew. Oh, that's USB. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Oh, it's cold. It's 43 degrees. 43 degrees. Woo! Oh, y'all, the smoke is coming out. It is cold. It's cold. The pill stuck right in my chest. Stuck right in my chest. Good morning, Joshua. How you doing? Always the first place winner, Josh. I don't know what they be doing. You always first place. Always. How you doing this morning? It is freezing here. It ain't freezing, but it's cold. It's 43 degrees. 43 degrees. Yep, Joshua made it on time for work this morning. So I said, let me do me a little quick live. It's only going to be about 30 minutes. But I just wanted to go live for a little while because it feel like I ain't been live in a couple of days or so. I don't know. Maybe I have. I don't know. But it feel like it's been a minute. It feel like it's been a minute. I know I was live. It have been a couple of days. Because I don't think I've been live since, Thanksgiving, before Thanksgiving, that Wednesday, and then that Saturday or something like that. I don't know. I don't remember. But it feel like it's been a minute. And I don't know why I jumped on live because I got 5% on my phone. I try to let it go down before I charge it because I don't want to mess up the battery on it. So yeah, so I might start doing these quick little 30-minute lives just to get it up there, you know what I mean? Is that that's the thing, to get it up there. I hope y'all are having a good morning. But what I came on, I was listening this morning as I got up. I was trying to research some things here on YouTube for the betterment of myself and my channel, and I came across Chip with Are You Locked In? He had did a 10-minute premiere, and his letter today was empathy. And it got me to thinking because humans, as we are, we don't always look with a compassionate eye towards others. We sometimes look with a judgmental eye, and we don't listen to understand. We listen to respond. And that's not always good all the time, to just want to listen. Sometimes somebody just need a listening ear. Or if you see something going wrong with somebody that you deem is wrong going on with someone, just sit them aside and don't start with a judgmental conversation, or a like you're degrading them, or what they're going through can be solved with you coming at them in a rough way, with a rough tone, instead of having a little compassion and empathy for those people. Figure out what's going on. Are you okay? I'm noticing, with a gentle approach, because These people are a lot of people these days are claim, that they're depressed for whatever their reasons are, and they stay in that depressed stage and they don't know how to get out of their depressed stage. So everybody's not everybody. Most people are walking around as ticking time bombs, and they don't have anybody to talk to, anybody to lean on, anybody to reach out to, or to be there for them. So if you see somebody that way, kind of pray about your approach with them, or see what a better way that you can think of before you just rush into critiquing their lives, critiquing what they have going on. Ask the question, are you okay? How you doing? Good morning, how you doing? Ask the question, how you doing? Is everything going good with you? Can I help you? Or how can I help you? Do you need my help? Do you mind talking? Something just, or let me say this, because some people are going through a lot of things and they have nobody there to depend on, nobody to talk to. People don't want to talk anymore these days. And that's why I think the suicide rate is so high, and people just checking out is so high, because who are they going to talk to? The last time they probably thinking, the last time I talked to such and such, they just went off. They didn't hear what I had to say. They didn't try to understand what I had to say. I feel like I'm being a burden on somebody, and I don't feel like I don't want to be a burden anymore. Do we have enough empathy and compassion for people? Do we? Are we listening to argue? Are we listening? Hey, Jay, welcome in. Are we listening to argue? Are we listening to be combative? Or are we listening to understand? Are we listening to just respond? And I was listening, as I was listening to Chip this morning, it got me to thinking, because I want to have a conversation with my daughter, excuse the blow, y'all, about some things. And before I listened to him, my approach was going to be all wrong. All wrong. You know why it was going to be all wrong? Because I was thinking on my feelings, what I see, not what empathy. But okay, what you got going on? What you need anything? What's the problem? Because I see such and such going on. Coming at a different angle or be like, I see such and such going on. This is what I see. And before it gets any further, let me try to help you. That was not going to be my approach. My approach was going to be angry. Angry, upset, probably yelling. Yeah, that's not what I had to reel it back in. And some things are put out there for a reason and at the right time. And that was put out at the right time. And if y'all have not listened to or seen him, it's Chip with Are You Locked In? Check him out. What he was talking about was he had a good topic, and it'll reel you back. It reel me into thinking and letting me know that my approach with my conversation that I wanted to have with my daughter was not going to be filled with empathy. It was not going to be filled with compassion. It was only going to be filled with my thoughts, me yelling and acting a fool, and don't even know what I'm yelling and acting a fool for because I didn't ask a question. Good morning, LaShawna. Welcome in. Because I did not ask a question. So, yeah, be mindful of how we approach people and what we got going on. Because sometimes we only want a conversation and a thought with what we see and what we want to do and how we want to handle that situation. And not thinking about the other person's feelings and what they might be going through. This thing called life, we all just living it for the first time. You know, everything that we're going through, we're the only one that's going. We're the only ones that's going through this for the first time. So yeah, you got to be mindful of others' feelings. I'm trying to rush in, y'all, to plug up my phone because I'm on 1%. 1%. So I could keep my conversation going for a few more minutes. But yeah, I was gonna approach that situation all wrong. Hold on, y'all. Let me go in. Where is it? Oh. Hey. All right, y'all. I'm sorry. My phone had died, but it let me come back. It let me come back. I made it in the office. But yeah, that's what I was thinking about. I said, I'm glad I saw Chip with Are You Locked In this morning because my conversation was not going to go with empathy or compassion. It was going to be solely fueled off of my feelings, my thoughts, my actions, not caring how I made her feel. And guess what? That's not fair because that is her life. But as a mother, as a woman, it would be, what am I looking for? It would not have been right to go in with the mindset that I was going to go in on. You have to think of others when you're talking to them about their business, about their lives, because at the end of, that's their life. That's their life. You can voice your opinion, but there's a way to do it. It's a way to say and do anything. So if you're enraged, if you're feeling anger, if you're feeling tensed, if you're feeling whatever about someone else, take a breather, take a step back. You can talk to them. It's fine to talk to people, but you don't have to go in. You have to have some compassion, some empathy, something, for people in their situations because you don't know what their mental state is. You don't know what their thoughts are. You don't know what they're going through. All you see is um what you want to see. So yeah, be mindful of people's thoughts. That's all I'm saying. Approach with empathy, approach with compassion, approach with a mild tone. A mild tone. It's not. Hey, Miss G, if you're still in here. I don't know who's still in here, but I lost my phone had died. And I had to run into work to put it on the charger. Good morning, Candy K. How are you? Welcome in. How you doing this morning? I was just saying I was on here and my phone died. But I was talking about watched Chip. I went over to got up this morning, get myself together, and I was trying to research some things for my channel, for myself, you know, trying to get some things on. And I saw Chip, and he was saying his word today was empathy. And I was like, I listened to him for those 10 minutes, and it got me to thinking of how, because I was going to have a hard conversation with my daughter this morning, well, today, but it was not going to go that way. And he brought some things to light, because, you know, and I started thinking, are you listening? Do people listen to understand? Do the people listen to respond, just to respond? Do they listen just to get gossip? Or are you really having empathy and compassion for the people that you're listening to? It's snowing. Oh my goodness. It's cold. It's 45 degrees here. It's just cold. So it turned my made me pivot of how I was going to handle that situation with her, because a woman to woman talk needs to be had, but just not the way that I was going to do it. So I'm grateful to listening to Chip with his empathy word for today. It brought a light, and it brought about a different change of how to handle that situation. Sometimes we have to be slow, not just go in off of our feelings, our thoughts, our concerns, you got to give consideration for the other person as well. And I know they're our kids. They're always going to be looked at as our babies, but they're adults. They're adults. So it's time to have some life discussions, some life decisions to be talked about when you're seeing them going away. And if I don't tell you about it, if I don't talk to you about it, I will be less than a woman or less than a mother for not addressing what I see and putting a turn to it. So yeah, I just want to thank Chip real quick for that video, because it really was eye-opening for some, because you just get caught up in your ways, you just get caught up in your life, your daily plans, and the way you see things, and you're not understanding how somebody else see things and what they're going through in their life. So yeah, how do you see people? Yeah, it was big. So I thank Chip for that. I have made it into work. I thank who all had joined. I thank y'all for joining. I thank y'all for stopping in, showing some love. I appreciate each of you. I will be live probably again later on today, because I don't have any I gotta get my stuff together so I can go in the shed and finish working, because my shed is all over the place. So yeah, but I thank y'all. I'm gonna pop off real quick, but I'll see y'all later. Y'all have a good day.